Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today, if we're getting this video done in time, is the 27th of March, which is exactly 1 year since we started hiking.
PCT.
The PCT.
Not starting hiking.
So we thought we'd do a little summary of our thoughts really on failing, failing that hike really. It took a while, I think, for us to get to terms with the fact that we did, I mean certainly for me, that we didn't do it, and a lot of soul searching about what we could have done better and what we could have done differently. And then you go through a phase where you just go, actually, do you know what? We did it. We went out, we hiked for 170 something days, and we never quit. So
It was a great experience.
it was a fantastic experience.
If we had the money, we'd be there next year. Obviously not this year. I feel sorry for you,
Yeah.
because it's a wonderful experience.
What a shitty thing to happen, but you know, it's true what they say, the trail is not going anywhere, just don't give up.
I don't think I felt, I said, yeah, it's finished, whatever. I think Heidi felt a lot more. She got a bit depressed as well.
Oh yeah. Post-trail depression is real.
I just got bored and wanted to hike again. I didn't get depressed.
Everybody deals differently. No. But yeah, so we thought we'd go through a few things, starting with the things that did slow us down and bother us a lot more than we had anticipated. And right at the top of that list, of course, is the heat.
Yeah, we did suffer from the heat.
You may recall us moaning once or twice.
Hot, pointless and not going anywhere. Hot, hot, hot.
Now it's so bloody hot you can fry eggs on your forehead.
I'm going home.
I mean, we always knew that the heat would be a problem because, I mean, this is England on a good day, you know. We don't do heat over here. And it was brutal. It was actually, the desert heat was quite a problem because it was so dry and it split your lips and the back of your throat and everything, and your nose was constantly running. And we thought that was the worst of it until we hit North Carl. And you think after the desert, you know, how hot can it be? This hot. It's not hotter than the desert, obviously, but it's just a different heat. It affects you completely differently again. Yeah. What can you do? It's hot over there.
I got hammered off the PCT.
More surprisingly, what also bothered us more than expected was the rain and the cold.
Hi. It's Scotland. We're in Scotland. Again.
That we're used to over here.
Yeah, but the rain and the snow we got caught in, the blizzards, the wind froze water, literally.
Yeah.
So, obviously you're trying to be as light as anything. Quite a few days, my rain gear kept on failing. And I think we're sorted now.
Hopefully.
But we were wearing our bed socks on our hands most days.
And for the rain part of it, Washington, it is true what they say about Washington. The rain in Washington is wetter than any other rain anywhere.
And when it's not wet, it's wet.
Yeah, it's just...
When it's not raining, I mean, it's wet.
There is a consistent dampness in the air just... You know, you never dry out. It's
it's that much moisture in the air.
Yeah, beautiful though.
Beautiful, yeah.
Really, really liked the little of Washington that we saw. But yeah, that rain was wetter than it needed to be. Frog tugs or so last year. Trash bags, it's where it's at now. And of course the other things that did catch us out, and well, as you all know, we ended up skipping most of the Sierra because of is obviously river crossings.
Whee!
Turns out I'm too short to do river crossings when there's that much bloody meltwater. As you all know, I've nearly killed the pair of us. You had a slightly different problem with the slow areas, didn't you?
Because I'm not a small guy, as you noticed. I also have a 13 size boot.
It's the traverses. I mean, we'd hiked in snow as much as you can prepare for that in the UK. We'd hiked in snow, but we hike up and down hills. What we don't get over here is these, you know, just skimming the side of the mountains for several miles.
The snow terrains are all by usually people with nice tiny feet, and that scared the hell out of me because I was slipping 10, 20, 30 times a day. Going through the snow for me was really tough.
Yeah.
Because, as I said, I was falling over Good day 10 times. Bad day 30 or 40 times.
Yeah, and after a while that gets old. Woo! And of course, the next thing that we didn't anticipate being so bad was the whole wayfinding.
Yeah.
Because we won't spend any time on this. You all know what happened to us with gut hooks.
Physics isn't even turned on. Haven't been turned on all morning. It won't work. It was probably half my fault as well, because I did have a Chinese phone. I didn't have one of the top brands, but I didn't think that would matter. I've now have Samsung.
Yeah, we have now upgraded the phone.
10.
I mean, it clearly, whatever the issue was, it was an issue between our specific type of phone and gut hooks, because while people do lose the signal a lot, we've not met anybody who had that level of problem, and most people that hear of our problems with gut hooks think that we're making it up. It's just not something that happens normally. It's just unfortunate because obviously there was nothing on the gut hooks website when you download this that says, oh, you can only use it on this and this type of phone. But then in defense of the guys that do gut hooks, if they'd never encountered that particular phone before, they wouldn't know that the app doesn't work on it. And we had a little bit of back and forth with them, and they were trying to be helpful and send us updates to the app and all this kind of stuff, and nothing worked. It's just it was an incompatibility issue that we were not aware of, and
it loaded up and it worked fine in England. Tell me where it has, but England is not as fast as America.
Gut hooks decided to sort of go a bit meh. Gives you a squiggly line and says, you're somewhere near here. And the last sort of thing that obviously bother us in totally unexpected ways, and that slowed us down a hell of a lot in the easy parts in the desert, was the backpack.
Yeah. We did a few hikes with the Mariposa, and it seemed fine.
They were, I mean, in hindsight, there were plenty of warning signs, but they were always, they could always be also associated to something else. You know, it's like when on our coast to coast hike, when his backpack actually broke, you know, and all the back pains he had leading up to that, we just assumed were a part of that problem. So there was always something else that we thought was the underlying reason. We always kept making excuses until eventually it just became apparent that no, that backpack just didn't work for Brian. I mean, we went through a phase of hiking 10 miles a day and that was it. We couldn't carry on. We went through a phase where for the last mile or two of a day, we would hike, like, I'd hike, I don't know, 500 meters up the trail, dump my pack, come back for his pack.
Because my back was hurting that much.
Carry his pack ahead while he was walking without it. And we would just leapfrog each other with packs like that. And I mean, it's just, you know, in hindsight, it's like that, you do that one day and then you go, something's wrong here.
And then we bought a Gregory backpack. Orange. Rusty colour. We thought it would be better. The new Gregory's fall apart a lot. My buckle went on the waist strap. Quite early on. If we hadn't had this big carabiner hook, we would have been screwed. But I traded it. I got my money back because it was from REI, and I went for Hyperlight. Just done a 4-day walk, and we haven't really hiked for 6 months, and it's still fine. It's a lot higher here.
There's Brian with his new pack.
And the ants. Don't be scared of the ants. For some reason, they like to bite me. Yeah, I mean, that's... My chest parts that I won't mention, my bum. I never got bit once, I got bit loads of times. Karma is a... Yeah. I'm nice to ants. Ants are nice to me. I didn't start being unnice to them until they started biting me. You know, having said there's things that bothered us more than we expected them to, there's also obviously things that didn't actually bother us at all. The things that didn't bother us at all were sleeping outdoors. Yeah, that was fine. Even in a country where we weren't familiar with the noises, no sleeping problems whatsoever. And that goes hand in hand with the next point, which is sleeping in a tent. You know, a lot of people say, oh, they can't they can't wait until the town stops so they can sleep in a proper bed anymore. Beds, really, no. We had better sleeps in the tent. Well, if you haven't got a setup where you enjoy, enjoy might be a big word. You're happy to sleep in your system. If you're not happy in your system, you're not going to have a nice time.
No, exactly. So
If you're not, yeah.
it kind of goes against the general advice of go as light as possible, you know. But honestly, if you think you would be more comfortable with a slightly heavier sleeping pad, make that sacrifice.
Or a pillow.
Or a pillow, because nothing kills your hike as quickly
That's bad sleep.
as bad sleep. And you're going to be exhausted, you're going to be grumpy. You're not going to look for. I mean,
I see. Yeah, and you look forward to getting to town. That's your goal. Oh,
yeah, because it breaks up that, you know, you need the rest. Let's not kid ourselves. We're not.
And you need to spoil yourself with pizza. Beer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
We're in lockdown.
yes, we're in lockdown, but not before getting a crate of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of that day-to-day hiking thing, not a problem at all. Same with, you know, the overuse injuries, blisters, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, did we get blisters? Of course we did, 1 or 2 little ones.
Yeah.
Did they bother us? No. And we were wearing boots, incidentally, as you all know.
Yeah. Keens vented. I didn't have sweaty feet at all.
No.
They were really nice, going through puddles, they'll dry out, and they lasted. Because I'm a big guy, and we carried a lot of weight. So when you actually deciding to go for trail runs, if you're a big guy, because they only expect you to carry so much weight, but if you're carrying that weight in fat on yourself, you've got to take that in.
Yeah.
And you've got to work out, well, if you say that, if I've got that extra weight, the sponge in the shoes will give him more.
It's going to collapse much quicker. So I think trail runners, I mean, I you know, never tried them, never seen a reason to, because we're happy with our boots. But from what, you know, the whole logic of trail runners, which is they're so super cushiony because of this foam layer, which collapses over time.
The more weight you carry,
if
the
you
quicker
are
they'll
of the
collapse.
heavier persuasion and, like us, don't go ultralight either, then you're going to burn through them at some incredible speed, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we had no problems with footwear at all, or with wild animals. So the one bear that was more scared of us than we were of it. Even psycho deer wasn't a psycho.
No, just wanted a hug.
It just wanted a hug. Wild animals were not an issue
Snakes were
at all.
fine. Lizards were beautiful.
Oh, the lizards were beautiful.
Yeah.
So were the snakes. I like snakes.
Yeah.
I like the little dance. I'm so regretting that I never had the camera on when he did his little dance. His little snake dance.
You don't expect them to be there all the time.
No, you don't expect them to be there at all. That's the problem. You know, they're like the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
So these things we just either got used to very quickly or they didn't bother us.
Yeah. That's part of the trail.